Okay, moving on to the next section, which is going to be about properties of real numbers. The first property we're going to look at is called the commutative property. So the commutative property has to do with order. So addition and multiplication are commutative operations because the order in which you apply them does not matter. So for example, here's an example of the commutative property of addition. So with addition, if you add a plus b, that's the same as adding b plus a in the reverse order. So let's look at this example in terms of numbers. So if a is equal to 2, and b is equal to 3, then 2 plus 3 gives us the same answer as 3 plus 2. So if we reverse the order of the addition, it doesn't change the value of the resulting addition. And the same is true with multiplication. So multiplication is also commutative. It doesn't matter if you multiply 2 times 3 or 3 times 2. They'll both equal 6. So both addition and multiplication are both commutative. Subtraction and division, however, are not commutative because the order in which you subtract or the order in which you divide does matter. So here's an example of the non-commutative property of subtraction. 2 minus 3 is not the same as 3 minus 2 because 2 minus 3 is -1 and 3 minus 2 is +1. And those are not equal results. So even though we use the same numbers for A and B, by simply reversing the order in which we subtract, we get a completely different answer. So that's what it means for subtraction to be non-commutative. Division is also non-commutative. So if we have, 2 divided by 3, and then we have 3 divided by 2, okay, those are two different answers. So I'll give this in decimal form. So 1 will give a decimal of 0.6 repeating, and 3 halves will just be 1.5. Those two are not the same. So, so division is also not commutative. And knowing which ones are commutative and which ones are not commutative helps you a lot in trying to simplify expressions. And you can simplify expressions by combining like terms. So let's look at an example. So here we're trying to simplify this expression using the commutative property of addition. So here we've got 18p plus 6q plus 15p plus 5q. So what you'll notice here right off the bat is that all of this is addition. So the order in which we add does not matter because addition is commutative. So that comes in handy because we can look for like terms. So 18p and 15p are like terms. So we can group those together, 18p and 15p. We can group those together with addition. And then we have two other terms, 6q and 5q. Those are like terms. And then we can add those two together like that. So we're kind of reforming this expression, and we can reform this expression in a different order because addition is commutative and order doesn't matter. So now we can do 18 plus 15, and this gives us 33p. And that's going to be plus 6q plus 5q, that is 11q. So that should be your answer. I would, caution you very strongly not to do this kind of thing in your head. go through the same process of writing out the intermediate step like that before going to your answer. Because as you go higher and higher in math, um, being able to see each step of your thought process will help you find errors that you make. Okay. Okay, so this is that example. Let me give you the answer for this think, pair, share, and then you can ask me if you have any questions regarding this answer. So the answer you should get with this one is 32R plus 29S. That should be your answer.